Yo MotoGP fans, welcome back to another episode of Road to MotoGP. We're heading for Aragon, one of my least favorite tracks. And we will have 3 laps of the T-Shot Sprint and 6 laps of the main race. All dry weather, let's see what we can do.
The director offering up the final results screen as the last riders enter pit lane. As a reminder, the top 2 riders have just qualified for second qualifying, which will start in a few minutes.
So we qualified in last position, so we didn't do a very great job. Let's head out for the sprint race. Maybe we can do much better here in the sprint race. It's been a while since I played MotoGP, as I had it very busy. And my
device ready to start from pole position.
Performance shows that, as I qualified in last position. But maybe, just maybe, we can set a good result here in the sprint race. We have 10 red lights, we rev the engine up, and we are on the way. We have a decent start. Our teammate Oliveira had some much better start, as we are trying to close the gap down between us and Joan Mir on the Honda, the factory Honda. I almost forgot to wish you a happy new year, as it's been a while since I uploaded my last video, as we overtake 2 riders in one corner. So we overtook Bezzecchi and Zarco as we head for turn number 7, and we go very wide. We messed up our corner entry, but we remain in P20, keeping Bezzecchi and Joan Zarco behind us. We are right at the back of Marco Bezzecchi, as we make easy work of him, claiming P19 from him. And now we have Nakagami in front of us, who is doing the best job on the Honda bike compared to the other Honda riders. As I said before, it's been a while, so my performance isn't as usual. And I'm a bit struggling, trying to find my pace back we had before the long break. And now we make easy work of Nakagami. We have a much faster bike. And we are in P18, behind our teammate in P17. Our objective is still the same. We have to finish in front of Bastianini in the standings within 4 Grand Prix. But I won't be seeing us do that, as we are trailing by 38 points, which is a lot. And Bezzecchi has a much better, Bastianini has a much better bike than we have. But nevertheless, we will try and do our best as we go very wide in turn 4. Almost lost the front end of the bike. We head for the difficult turn 7. Can we do a better? Ooh, we made a slight mistake with our gears. And now Nakagami is through. We're back in P19. We know we have much more pace than Nakagami. And we take the inside line of him. Great move. Now back in P18. The gap is increasing between us and P17. It will be a tough job to decrease the gap, as we only have 1.5 more lap to go. Oh, another mistake with our gears. Aragon, one of my least favorite tracks, and it shows why. We're not competitive on this track. I need more practice time on this track. Need to do more time trials to increase our lap times to be competitive with the front runners. But we are slowly closing the ones in front of us. Slowly closing in on them. It's a much better approach to turn 7. But the gap is too big. Too big to close down. And just this final lap. I've decreased the lap numbers, the number of laps, because I think the videos were taking too long. So by decreasing the lap times, I'm decreasing the video time. Too far ahead in front of us. I think if we had 1 or 2 more laps, we would have overtaken one of them. But for now the gap is too big, and we will finish in a disappointing P18.
As the riders return to the pits, let's take a look at the final results of this race.
So Bagnaia wins the race, Espargaro in P2 and Jorge Martin finishing in P3. We're finishing all the way back in P18. Disappointing sprint race, but like I said before, haven't played MotoGP in a while, so my performance isn't as I'm used to. So maybe we can show a bit more of my consistency or my race pace in the main race.
The riders are lined up on the grid with Pecco Bagnaia.
So we have a cloudy main race, we have 10 red lights, we rev the engine up, and hopefully we can set a much better result than we had in the sprint race. We have a very bad start, the worst start we had in don't know how long, but one was one of the worst, and we already have a crash. It's Brad Binder crashed out, and we just straight into his bike, which was all over the place. Luckily we didn't crash out, but we certainly damaged our bike. Great move on Joan Mir. We keep him on the outside, but he has much more traction. Can we outbrake him for turn 8? A bit deep. We bump into Pedro Acosta, and we are already under investigation. I think this will be our first warning of the race. There you have it, our first warning for contact with, I think it was the contact with Oliveira, not the one with Acosta. Or it wasn't Oliveira, it was Joan Mir on the Honda. And now we are right behind Johan Zarco and Marco Bezzecchi. The two Hondas. And we make easy work of Johan Zarco. Bezzecchi seems to be much more pacey than Zarco. In a tight line through turn 17. With a good exit, a better exit than Bezzecchi has, and then we go for a block pass. We try it, but we don't stop the bike in time. So we will have to try again. It would have been a bold move. Oh, there comes Zarco! And he crashes out. We made Zarco crash, so that will be, I think it will be a long lap penalty for us. Didn't expect Zarco to take the inside line. And there you have it, we have the long lap penalty. And we will serve it right away. And it will drop us all the way back to P21 behind Brad Binder, the one who crashed in the opening lap. Going far too hot, far too wide. We are all the way back in P21 behind Brad Binder. We're in lap number 5 and Bezzecchi also has a long lap penalty, which he's surfing in front of us. And we closed Brad Binder down a bit, but our pace isn't strong here. We have a tough weekend here in Aragon as we go wide. It's another track limit warning for us. But it has been a dramatic race weekend. One race weekend I hope to forget. One we need and want to forget very fast. As we will start our final lap behind Brad Binder. Only Zarco behind us. Out of the points, didn't score any points in the sprint race, won't be scoring any points in the main race. Go wide into the turn 16, but it doesn't matter much as Brad Binder makes an excellent move on Bezzecchi, and he reclaims P19 from Bezzecchi, but we finish in P21.
A long race weekend comes to a close with the end of the MotoGP race. Let's have a look at the race results, and then we'll see you in a moment.
Espargaro wins the race, Vinales in P2 and Quartararo surprisingly in P3. No Jorge Martin, no Bagnaia on the podium, so a bit surprising, and we finished in P21. Jorge Martin still in the lead by 27 points over Bagnaia. And this is a race weekend we want to forget very fast. Okay, that was Aragon. Very disappointing sprint race, very disappointing main race, as we didn't score any points. We will be heading for Misano, and that will be for the next episode. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And I'll be seeing you back in Misano, and hopefully we can set a much better result than we had in Aragon. See ya!